Hi everybody, my name is Isaac Garcia and I am a recent graduate of Arizona State University. I just graduated with my master's in justice studies and I received my graduate certificate in disability studies as well. And I am actually also a new recent hire of ASU as well. I just got hired to work at the International Student and Scholar Center. I'm going to be a International Student Support Coordinator. Very grateful to have been hired, but to answer the prompt, really one of the main reasons why I had decided to seek out services from the Career Center was I had actually really been struggling to find employment. Being a recent grad and having to navigate the job market is not easy at all. I had really been hoping to get a position at ASU, being that I just graduated from there. I live close to there, and also being disabled, being visually impaired, I'm unable to drive. So it was just easier in terms of accessibility for me to be able to get there. And so, I was able to actually get connected through a friend of mine to Molly, who became my kind of career services coach, and she was just incredibly helpful. She assisted me in updating my resume. She helped me with kind of going through cover letters and interview prep. There was just kind of a lot of guidance that she was really able to help me out with, and honestly, like, if it wasn't for her support, like, I don't know how I would have kind of been able to stay sane throughout the job market search, because it's really not easy. It's hard to get accepted right now just because it's so competitive and there's so many different people applying. You never really know who you're going up against. So yeah, that's really what brought me to the career services. Is I had a friend, a colleague of mine, who reached out to me and suggested that I reach out to Molly, since she specifically works with alumni and students that have disabilities from Arizona State University, and she was just a huge help. So very grateful to have had her in my corner and to have been recommended to ASU Career Services. So I think what was really most helpful about having the opportunity to meet with Molly and have various appointments was just really the opportunity to be able to have somebody to go to that kind of walks you through and coaches you through just interview prep and like going through questions, and like she helped me kind of figure out questions that might be asked on interviews, and we went through them. And Molly had assisted me in just like giving me feedback and like, maybe you can change your answer here and kind of make some changes here, and like you could say this for this question. There were just a lot of little small things that were really helpful to be able to talk through and kind of express to somebody who, has also navigated the job market, and really like that's kind of their career, is to be able to help people navigate that. So to be able to kind of have that guidance and support through the process of navigating just the job market, and specifically kind of getting a job at ASU, it was just very helpful, and Molly's great. So some advice I would say about looking into career services. I think for me, I didn't really know where to look. It was kind of just given to me as like, hey, you should check this out. Here's the contact information for somebody who works there. And like that was really helpful. But I think for me, like what I would say is don't be afraid to reach out to them. Once I kind of found out that they were a resource, I didn't even hesitate, and I just reached out to Molly and got connected right away, and we were able to set up an appointment. So yeah, if you're feeling stuck in the job search like I was. Just know that you're not alone, and know that it's really hard for everybody who's navigating the job market. We're living in a time where it's not easy to find a job. Everybody's kind of being competitive, and everybody, might be qualified. Everybody is able to do the job, but there's so many people applying, so it's not always the easiest process to navigate. But if you have the option to look into career services, they're incredibly helpful. And also, like, once you get in there, don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, don't feel like, oh, like this is a stupid question or anything like that. Just, that's what they're there for, and they're really there to support you and encourage your growth. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to reach out, and just remember you're not alone in this. It's not easy right now, and just keep pushing forward, and eventually the right job will show up.